Hey guys, my name is Ash and I'm from Lakehouse Recording Studios, and I just wanted to personally thank all of the artists that were part of our Pride series for the entire month of June on Lakehouse Live. We're going to be releasing an episode every Friday. And I also wanted to remind everyone that this is a safe space to create in, no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life, no matter what time of year, forever and ever. This is a safe space, and I want to make sure that everyone knows they can create freely here, and we will support you. And with that being said, make sure if you are enjoying this content that you like and subscribe to our channel, share us on social media, and do the same for the artists. They are working so hard, and that's the whole reason why we do this show. So please enjoy, and happy Pride Month. Okay, welcome to another Lakehouse Live session. We are in Lakehouse Recording Studios, and we have Kate Ortiz and the Spontaneous Cheerleaders hanging out with us today. That's one of their many names that we will probably hear throughout this session. So why don't you guys go around and introduce yourselves?
Sure, it's actually Kate Ortiz and the Spontaneous Cheerleader Combustion.
Dang it. I knew I was going to mess one of them up.
We feel really strongly about the Combustion.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise.
It's Kate Ortiz and the Spontaneous Cheerleader Combustion.
Yes.
We're not going to redo it. We're just going to keep that.
Okay, cool. I'm Kate Ortiz. Singer, songwriter, guitarist.
I'm Genevieve, bassist, sometimes engineer.
I'm Maria, play drums, and I'm a mom.
And a really good cook, most importantly, so we get some of her food sometimes.
Mm-hmm. That is the most important thing out of band members. If they can cook, that's like all you need.
Yeah, because God knows we can't.
Oh yeah, I understand. I feel that. I hate cooking.
But
it's
you
my least favorite. Yeah, I bake. I do. And it's way different than cooking.
I'm bad at both.
Yeah, she is.
You're really good at ordering takeout.
No, I have to order for her.
I'm not that good at it either.
Okay, so we're not going to allow you to do anything with food.
Just put food in front of me.
Good at eating it.
Okay, so I have one question. How did you guys all meet?
Well, we all met at Lakehouse. I don't know if you know this, but Genevieve is my girlfriend.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
Yes. And Maria is our third wife.
I love a
I'm
trio.
happily married to them.
Yes. No weird stuff, just for the food.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. That completes the relationship. Like, together you guys are a perfect couple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect throuple, I should say.
We are a throuple.
Cool. Yeah, so I guess I have a couple questions for you, Kate, because you're the one who kind of like brought this together.
Sure.
So what really started and inspired Kate Ortiz and the UTIs to come together?
Well, originally I was just writing a lot of side songs when I was in my old band, which was more of a hard rock, punk rock band. And I was like, I'd really like to do something with these songs rather than just kind of have them. So in 2019, I guess, I started recording an EP with one of my friends. We ended up doing 5 songs. And then I was going to have a show, and then COVID happened. And I was like, well, guess we're not doing that. So I kind of just spent the time that I would have been, I don't know, like working and performing, just writing over quarantine. And Genevieve had decided that she was going to move in with me without asking. So she started recording me at home, and we started tracking all my other songs. So we ended up with 11?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
we ended
full
up
album.
Yeah, so we ended up with 11 songs that we just released as singles, because I was like, forget it. I'm not doing a CD release party. I'm not going to print CDs. No one wants that.
No.
So we just started releasing them digitally, and we did a song a month, about every month for I think 10 months. And then we have one more that's going to be coming out, TBD. It's almost done, actually. But it's also almost been done for like a year, so TBD.
Cool. Where do you see this like blossoming? Do you guys, now that, it's, some things have obviously lifted and you can play shows and start to kind of like push yourselves a little more, do you see yourselves actually getting out there in like the local scene?
We'll probably play a few shows for sure, mostly for fun. Yeah. My biggest goal is to write and produce. I'd really love to write for other artists. So I guess really this all started because I was like, what if I was writing for other people? What kind of stuff would I be writing? And then we just decided to start like playing them and having fun with it and performing them. So we'll probably eventually play some shows because we have a good time playing together. It's a real goofy time. So
a lot of cats happening, a lot of meows.
A lot of meowing.
That's really awesome. I think it's good to kind of have that background of the music that you want to create, so that when you're showing other artists what you can do, it's all right there for you. You can be like, check out my Spotify, check out Apple, whatever. And they can be like, oh, this person does exactly what I'm looking for. So that's really amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And I've had a lot of fun because I've done like a lot of, I guess, almost experimental writing because it's all been very different styles.
Mm-hmm. And Kate has been in our studio doing some producing with a few artists over the last few months. So it's been really cool to have her here and get to see all the talent like come to life. It's been really amazing. So we'll let you ladies play your instruments as you do. And here is the first song, Just Like Poison.
Yes.
All right, take it away.
It fills my mind just like poison, and I just can't seem to avoid it. I can't sleep, but I'm not awake, and I just can't ignore it. Losing control, my thoughts are taking over. I try so hard to be something that I used to, but I realize it fills my mind just like poison, and I just can't seem to avoid it. And I can't sleep, but I'm not awake, and I just can't ignore it. I'm feeling numb now. I need to wake up somehow. I think I see that I may never be me. My life, it fills my mind just like poison, and I just can't seem to avoid it. And I can't sleep, but I'm not awake, and I just can't ignore it.
This was Kate Ortiz in the Lesbian Dance Theory performing Just Like Poison, which was really amazing. Thanks, guys, for playing that. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And what kind of inspired you to write the lyrics to that song?
So that was a song that I wrote in like deep lockdown when I had extreme insomnia, where I would just couldn't sleep through the night, and I would wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and just be like a zombie all day long, and then repeat for weeks. So one time when I woke up at 5, I was like, let's do something with this weird feeling. And then so I started writing this song, and the idea of just like poison is just like all like the, you know, the negative thoughts and anxiety and depression that seeps in your brain when you're quarantined for what wasn't 2 weeks.
For a lot longer than 2 weeks.
A lot longer than 2 weeks. So that's what the song was about and inspired by.
Cool. I definitely feel that. I definitely had moments like that too during quarantine where I was an insomniac and didn't sleep and was, you know, up doing God knows what at that point because you just feel insane. So yeah, I definitely relate to that. And another question that I had for you, and maybe for you and Genevieve, but how do you feel like the community, specifically the queer community in our area, has kind of impacted you guys in terms of playing music and feeling welcome and being able to write and put out the things that you're putting out?
I feel like we're extreme shut-ins.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. I mean, good. It's nice to have that community. I feel like my biggest exposure with it is people who are younger than me, which is really nice to feel like you can be helpful to them and have, you know, them feel safe around you. I came out super, super late, and I feel like if I had that when I was younger, maybe it would have been easier and I would have figured things out a lot younger. So I'm sure it'll be great if we ever left our apartment.
Well, I think it's amazing that you're able to be that ally, and being that you work at the academy, you know, you're constantly with kids, and it's wonderful to see the support that you give them, and the same for you too, to be able to like be open and allow them to feel comfortable. I think, you know, I have a lot of friends growing up, and I had a lot of relatives as well that, you know, were in that position of being afraid to express themselves that way, and it took so long for them to really feel like they were who they are, or who they actually were. So, you know, I definitely agree. I think if we had that at younger ages, it would have definitely been able to bring us to that fruition a little bit earlier.
Absolutely, because I went to a very, like, conservative, I guess we'll say, high school, and my music teacher was super homophobic and very vocal about it. And since music was my main thing, that really affected me. So just having someone that influential in my life saying all these terrible things made things so much harder for me. And I look back at all the things that he would just openly say in our classroom, unprompted. And, you know, when you're a kid, you don't think, oh, I should tell somebody about this because it's not okay. You're just like, oh, wow, this is just how my life is then.
Yeah, that was the social norm then.
Yeah, it was like real okay, and I was like, oh.
People were saying lots of words that we definitely know not to say now, just like out in the open.
Yeah, just like it was
nothing.
okay, you know, just to call your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's, you know, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, because that's totally like heartbreaking. And, you know, I'm glad to see that you've been able to turn that into, like, reinforcement to be an ally for people.
Yeah, I just remember what it felt like to be 15 and terrified, and I just want to first bully all of my students, because it's hilarious.
And they're going to see this, and they're going to specifically know.
They know. And two, I like to be there for them. I always say this, but I like to have more of like a big sister kind of role for them, rather than like, I don't know, parental or like teachery.
Yeah.
Because I care about them. You know, we're buds. I'm weirdly friends with a lot of children. So I like to try to at least be a positive influence when I can.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do before you guys play your last song is, this is like new to Lakehouse Live, but a bunch of people from the Music Academy and in the studio have put a bunch of questions in a bowl, and I am just going to pick one out, and everyone has to answer the question. So if you really are not that comfortable with answering it, you don't have to.
I'll answer almost anything.
I assumed that you would, specifically. But Maria, we know that you don't love a camera on you.
Although I think she's like doing a Snapchat or a TikTok right now.
Maria's over there right now using her phone.
Are texting me. They want to know what I'm doing.
She's a mom, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew
forget
that. Maria's a mom.
Okay, I'm picking out one. Okay. Okay, this is a good question.
So for all of you guys, and this might not this might not actually relate to everyone because I don't know how often you do it, but do you have any pre-show rituals?
Yeah, I think I do. I like to have a hot tea with honey and then jump up and down. Me before behind stage before a show is just
Adrenaline.
To do that.
yeah, I just gotta get
I'll do
pumped.
that with you. We'll have our tea and then we'll just start doing jumping jacks.
Maria, you turned your microphone away, dude.
Sorry, my phone was ringing. I didn't know what to do.
Thanks for bringing it back. I mean, we could totally hear your answers, so that
Okay.
was cool. What about you, Genevieve? Do you have any?
Yeah, there's this I get really bad at poor circulation, so my hands get really cold. And I learned in college marching band that this is the best way to get it back into your fingertips. So I just do that because my hands are always cold, and I'm like, oh no, how am I supposed to play fast?
That's also a good anxiety thing too. I found doing things with my hands when I'm super anxious before something definitely helps to calm me down a little bit. Maria, what is your pre-show ritual?
I sit in my car and cry. And then I get all the,
Oh, the
the
feels?
nervies out, and then I go in there.
Okay,
That's it.
I like that. I like that for you. All right, so we are going to have Kate Ortiz and the Sorry Excuses play their last song. Would you announce what it's called for us?
And this song is called Shine.
All right, they're going to play Shine. Thanks so much for you guys coming out. I really appreciate it. Everyone is obviously very happy to have you at Lakehouse Studios, as always. And here we go.
Thanks for having us. Hey, I found it. I know exactly what I need. Wait, I'm drowning, 'cause I don't know how to succeed. But I got a feeling that I'll find exactly what I need sometime. I know I just need to breathe in. So I'm thinking I just